everybody to this episode of J.E.S.Kidding. We got our sharply dressed men over here, Jules and Vincent Vega over here, and then we got
making it rain on these,
aka Chris and Salo, and then we got our producer, editor,
no, and we got the other two idiots who didn't get a shirt.
You see why I can't do the intro? You always interrupt.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
As I was saying,
can you mute him?
Basically, our creative mind over here, Lalo.
What's up, people?
Yo, and myself. Everybody knows me.
Boo!
Figure it out.
We need a soundboard to boo you every time.
Dude. Hey, once we get all together again, I can my soundboard and stuff and annoy everybody again. Great.
No, there's a way to do it through your computer, isn't there?
Probably.
We got to figure it out.
Well, you have the sound thingy right next to your computer.
Anyways, that's the stuff later. What is going on with you guys, dude? What the fuck is going on now? What is going on?
Shit.
Follow?
Working, brother. You know me, dude. I ain't stopped working.
That's a lie. A lie.
Yeah. It sucks, bro. I wish I was lying. But at the same time, I don't wish to be home all the fucking time. That fucking go crazy. So, work is work, dude. Trying to do a little hanging out with some friends every once in a while, but for the most part, just stay home. Just contemplate about bullshit.
I don't know when this episode's coming out and stuff, but as of today, they closed down everything again. Well, bars and hangouts and restaurants.
That didn't really affect me because I wasn't going to these places that they opened up. So I was like, okay. Like I had a few people tell me, they're like, oh man, they're closing it back up. What? Closing what up? I didn't go to anything that they opened up anyway. So, okay, I don't give a shit. Good. Glad they closed it back. Still fuck.
Do you guys know anyone or talk to anyone that has been exposed and had the virus?
I met several people, yeah. At least from where I work at, I come across people that have told me that their husband passed away. Mostly, a lot of them have been males that have passed away. One of my friends that I used to know one of my friends that I know from San Jose State, back from my activism days, his whole family got sick. All his brothers, his dad ultimately passed away. So yeah, I've come across several people that somebody in the family has passed away or have been infected and survived. One of the family members from that owns the flea market. I don't want to say names because they might actually listen to this. He was infected, but he didn't even know he was sick till he went to the doctor for something completely different, and they did some blood tests. And they found out that he already had he had already developed the antibodies. I think that's the word. So essentially, he had it. He cured himself and never knew he was sick. So
yeah, so he's asymptomatic. Right?
Yeah, he was asymptomatic, but his body had already developed the antibodies. So they asked him to donate some of his blood.
So who's this guy? Because we need to drain his blood. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so I met a couple of people.
Lalo, we will talk after this. Trust.
Hey, well, that's the whole thing about this, right? It doesn't hit everybody the same way, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the crazy part about it. Like, we all could be walking around and we have it, but since we have no symptoms, we think we're safe.
I mean, pretty much. If you're asymptomatic, it's not going to affect you. I mean, but you just don't know. You just don't know. It's just either you are or you're not, and you won't know till all this, I guess, blows over. Or when you go like that dude goes to the doctor and is like, oh yeah, you had this, but it never affected you. He's like, oh, okay. Well.
Can I get a
Wait,
shirt?
Chris, but does that mean that you can walk freely and not get sick from it?
No, you can still give it to other people.
Yeah,
I understand that. I understand that, but you, as being asymptomatic, you can't, you will never get sick from it? Is that what that means?
No, I think those people are still supposed to quarantine. I think it has to do with your baseline health. Like, this guy that you know that had it didn't realize he had it? Is he like pretty healthy? Like takes care
Yeah,
of himself?
he's fairly young. I think he's only a couple of years older than me, so he's fairly young.
Yeah. Well, that's the point, right? Like I said, it doesn't hit everybody the same way. You have underlying
Like
stuff, and
kidneys,
then
maybe
it hits people harder. I mean, I've known of people, but not people directly.
Yeah, a dude at work, I guess his family from Texas, or one of his like aunts from Texas, like I guess their whole family got it. In this Memorial Day thing that when that outbreak hit again, Memorial Day, they just, I guess he found out because one of his cousins called him or something. It's like, yeah, dude, we all got it. I was like, oh shit.
Let me tell you something crazy. Just how crazy people are. I wanted to mention this last week, but we said we were not gonna talk about this. So
yeah, here we are again.
Well, it is. 'Cause, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's kind of like, let's not talk about the sky being blue when it's blue every fucking day.
No, it ain't. It's great in the morning. You just don't wake up early enough.
Well, that's true. But anyway,
Yeah.
so there's this lady at the flea market. She's a vendor, and apparently she doesn't like one of her neighbors. So she's telling me on Thursday. She called me on Thursday on Facebook. Hey, you know what? There's this guy that I think he's COVID-19 positive. And I'm like, it's Thursday. I don't deal with this shit. Tell me back on the weekend. Comes the weekend, she tells me, and I'm telling her just like, whatever, like, you're not a doctor. How the fuck do you know? So she ended up going and telling it straight to the office, and she's basically telling this guy is COVID-19 positive, but it's because she doesn't like the vendor. She doesn't like the neighbor.
Just out of the blue, this who's got it. That's it.
Trying to basically get rid of the competition by saying this guy is COVID-19 positive. What are you guys gonna do about it? So I brought it up, and then they actually had to call the flea market lawyer to ask, what do we do just in case there's somebody here that is actually COVID-19? What do we do about this? What is the procedure? So we were told that if somebody has reason to believe if somebody is COVID-19 positive, not to tell us, but to call the health department, and they'll come and investigate.
Wait, what the fuck?
But she's just saying this shit just because she doesn't like the neighbor.
Right.
What the fuck? Now anybody could do that to any competitive business. Then, just hey, this who's got COVID. Oh, they got COVID over there. Don't fuck with them.
Or as simple as I heard him coughing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's as simple as that, dude. I've seen people at work that, especially right now, allergy season's is fucked up, right? So I've heard people sneezing and shit, and people walk around these people like they're fucking vomiting blood out of their mouth. Dude, I'm like, dude, motherfucker has allergies. Like, I mean, I get it. Everybody's on their toes and shit, but.
You guys ever get a allergy? Like sometimes it dries out your throat.
Oh yes.
I tend to get that. I don't know why at night and stuff, and the thought does cross your mind. You're like,
yeah, no shit.
What the fuck,
I sleep with the AC on, right? And the AC is going on in my room throughout the night. It's on and off, on and off. I wake up sometimes in the morning like my throat hella dry, and I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. I'm just like, and then I drink a big ass cup of water, and it's like, okay, I'm good to go. Like, it's so fucked up that like things that used to happen, or like say I wake up on Sunday hungover than a motherfucker, and I'm just like, oh fuck, dude, I'm sick.
I'm dead. That's it.
And it's like, no, motherfucker, you're confusing the symptoms of hangover with other shit, but it's just.
At the moment.
That's how much shit's in your mind now, What? It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, you still gotta be conscious about it. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. But it's just crazy how, like, you try not to cough, you try not to sneeze, just because you just don't know anymore. It's so fucking ridiculous, dude. But I mean, what the fuck are we supposed to do, man? Live in a box? Sure. But it's hard for me to live in a box, dude, straight out. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. and it's even harder that to live in a box if I'm working every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm around people. For the most part, and we've talked about this. I've already, we've talked about this. But what the fuck am I supposed to do? Walk around and I mean, obviously you keep your distance, but still, though, I mean, at some point of the day, you still come close to some people that ain't 6 feet away. You know what I mean? And what are you gonna do? Fucking panic every fucking time? It's fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Have you guys gotten tested? Have you done the test?
Huh?
Have you guys done the test or gotten the test?
That got no time to go wait in line for like God knows how many hours.
That was why I was a little late today. We went to one of the testing sites.
They don't just do it there at the hospital for you guys?
It was, hold on, wait. It was 4 hours?
It was 4 hours. So at the hospital, we'll do it. Like, there'll be mandatory testing for people when we take care of rounds of COVID patients. So the first wave, whatever, we did that after that. So clean, but that's been like a month plus now. And just for our own personal, like, awareness, I wanted to check. So we went to the COVID testing site. We got there at 10. We didn't get our test till like 2. Something crazy.
Yeah, see, I don't got time for that.
It took all day.
I mean, I don't know. Is it irresponsible of us to not go get it? Right? I mean, sure, to a certain degree, I guess it is. But at the same time, it's like, well...
Well, no, like, it's kind of up to you. Like, the way my girlfriend said, it's like, well, no, we were talking with one of the guys from my jiu-jitsu gym. He's saying it's like, it's really just for the county to account for the movement of it. Like, you get a test, you don't get a test, it doesn't really matter. They're just trying to, like, get a general sense of how much is out there. I felt like I had to do it because I still do, like, so many things. Like, I'm exposed to it so much.
Right,
so
right. It's different with you. You're with these people, right?
Yeah, and I still want to train. So that was the big thing is, like, let me just find out.
I think if I worked around that kind of stuff, with COVID patients,
did you go to a clinic, or was it like a pop-up thing or a drive-by thing? Chris?
Yeah. It was just a pop-up site. Like, they took over a community center. Like, it's not irresponsible to not take the test. It's irresponsible if you're going around, like shaking hands with everybody. So just don't do that.
Right.
But
right.
I don't know. Just for me, because I'm in a community, different communities a lot. Like, I felt like I should. And so when we get in line.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish, Chris.
Well, no. So we got in line. Finally got to the test. My girlfriend and I, like, I think I go first, or she goes first. And then she's like, I don't know, 6, and she's crying because she doesn't want to do the test. So I try to put on, like, a strong face, like, this ain't nothing, I've done this before. Like, I gave her the thumbs up, and the lady, like, puts it in my nose, and they do both sides. And I don't know if my lady was extra rough, but I started crying.
It's okay.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay as he starts crying tears of blood. It's just...
Like, I was like, fuck. Try to inspire confidence. Like, you're okay. It's for the safety of the community.
So how far up did it go?
So the original one from early, like, couple months, that's a different test. So the first one goes, like, kind of deep inside your throat. You know all about this. I know you know.
You know all about that, Tyler. You know all about that.
But
guys, I'm sorry, I don't. Chris is the one that used to be on that corner.
just
why you think he went?
Just put
why you think he went?
It just says COVID-19 free testing and, like, marker.
Yeah, that was Chris.
COVID spelled wrong.
But this test supposedly, quote unquote, wasn't as bad. Like, it's supposed to just be on the outside of the nose. But I don't know if my lady, because she was like, I got 2 more hours of this. I was like, cool. And then she just started going.
Yeah. Oh.
Last 2. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck.
Hey, but hold on. I heard this too, right? I mean, I've heard that, if a lot of these pop-up places or like these drive-through places that, okay, the person that's testing you isn't changing their gear, like, huh? Like, what I'm saying is like, if they have like gear on them and they do come across somebody that's infected, and then they go up to the next person, they can't change everything, right? Or it's just the gloves that you need.
They don't change. They don't change anything, dude.
But what I'm saying, Chris, is that is it possible to, like, if say you got somebody before you that does has it, and then they go test you right after, and you get it?
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. It's like they're telling us don't socialize, and it was a line of like, I don't know, they said 600 people or whatever throughout the day. Like, you're in a long ass line with hella people. Like, of course you're socializing with them.
And how far were you at least?
They
Were you at least 6 feet apart?
They try to, but people rush. People like get all close. Like, we're humans, I saw two guys trying to holler at a chick. Like, me and my girlfriend were watching the whole time. It was just like, you see the like distance. Like, if she's interested, it got closer. Then it like she got disinterested, it got further. It was just funny. I don't know. People are people. They're gonna do what they do.
Yeah.
You heard that there's some parties going on somewhere in the East Coast, or at least on that side of the country, where they're putting bets on who gets infected first out of a party.
Wow.
Oh, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I saw it today. I forgot. I think it was in Tennessee, or one of those states on that side, on the east side of the country, where the state is trying to intervene because they're throwing parties and they're putting money in whoever gets sick first takes the money. I'm like,
Hey, what's the point?
white people.
Hey, Tiger King. That's all you gotta say.
That was the perfect answer to that. What's white people?
Tiger King.
Yeah. And that's been, I've had answers to questions, and I've answered just like that. Like, you just, I don't know what the fuck. I mean, people are gonna be ridiculous, in any situation.
But that's not even ridiculous. That's just like beyond.
This only shows.
They might be our listeners. Hey, they might be one of our listeners because they're all idiots, obviously.
I mean,
no one listens.
That only tells you what kind of country this is. It's just we claim to be the best, the smartest, and this and that. We're like, this is showing
take
who
a trip
we are.
to Tennessee and go to one of these parties, Juan, please, and let us know.
Right away.
Report. You need to be a reporter, Juan.
Right away.
I'm sending you on a mission. You're a reporter. You got to be professional, Dick.
Come back with
You need to go out there.
Tell you what, I'll go interview people and I'll fucking greet them with a spinning back fist before the interview starts. Fucking, like, what the fuck, dude, for real? It's crazy. Anyways, enough COVID talk.
Hey, Juan, did you finish that the Undertaker thing, the documentary?
Oh yeah, dude. Hey,
That's
Chris, Undertaker's retired. Good.
Okay.
He's like,
Hey, Chris, your camote retired.
Hey, yeah, I've been watching a lot of old you're at home and stuff. You watch movies and stuff. You watch shows and stuff. I go through like a whole series or something. I've been watching like old school wrestling. I'm like choke slamming my daughter, dude. Just on.
You had it come,
bro. She's gotta learn sometime, bro. She's like, my girl's like,
I had to keep some blood drive.
my girl's like, you gonna change her? I'm like, yes.
Do you paint her up like the Ultimate Warrior paint all over?
She leaves me over there. I'm like, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, and the baby's still kicking out.
Baby just looking at me like, the fuck wrong with you?
This is my dad? Good God.
I'm your dad. It's crazy.
You can now you can talk about the biggest disappointment in your life.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be embarrassing you the rest of your life.
You won't have any boyfriends anytime soon. Because ain't nobody gonna want to be your boyfriend after I embarrass you the way I do, motherfucker. Trust.
Yeah. Dude, I love watching all those like documentaries though. I love
Bro, that's why, dude, that WWE network, dude, it has all of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Watch all of them, dude.
Have you guys seen any have you guys seen The Gentleman? I saw that the other day.
The Gentleman?
You guys have homework, watch it. It's fucking good.
It's
What'd
a
you say?
series or a
It's
movie?
The Gentleman. It's Guy Ritchie, same guy that did Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I love him. Dude.
No, but what channel did you say?
What channel? Oh, it's a movie. It's a
Oh,
movie. You can rent it. Bro, it's good. Well, I can't fucking talk about it if none of you guys seen it and stuff, but dude. Any good movies you guys seen or what?
We have, I mean, in the theaters.
Godzilla.
Godzilla's the last good.
Dude,
Godzilla
talking about
was the
that,
last
I
good
just saw Godzilla, the 2014 movie today.
Wow.
what, the first one or the second one?
Well, the one in 2014, the one
Oh,
that
okay,
like,
that's the first one.
one of the creatures comes out of Vegas. I just saw that today.
Yeah.
Heisenberg. The
Well,
one
I
with,
was just telling these guys that I was watching the second one right now, the King of the Monsters.
Yeah. So
I was-
it is
Right
a,
before I got on, I was watching it.
it is a sequel or is it a completely different movie?
the sequel.
I think it's a different movie. Or which one? The second one?
Yeah. The
Yeah, it's a sequel.
King of Monsters.
Well, it's building into the Godzilla versus King Kong series or movie. I don't know if it's gonna be a series.
They're finally. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a continuity.
Yeah, because Monarch, which is the people who do the whole Titan thing,
Yeah.
they are both on the King Kong movie, and then they're in Godzilla one.
Oh wow! I gotta watch the King Kong film then.
I got
so-
all 3 films on Blu-ray, bro.
Still got Blu-ray?
Bro, I'm old school, bro.
I got them all on
I still have-
VHS, son.
I still have VHSs.
Dude,
I ain't gonna lie.
I need to buy a VHS because I have a bunch of tapes that I still want to keep, but
You
my
know what I
VHS
found the
broke
other day,
down.
Lalo? A VHS of Dragon Ball Z.
I have VHS. I have VHS
Yeah.
of The Simpsons.
And it says DBZ. That's how I know it's Dragon. I don't know what's on there because, or what episode.
Fucking porno.
But that's all I know. It says DBZ.
Porno.
It probably is.
Just porn.
Dragon Balls.
Dragon Balls. And I see it all over them.
Yeah, dude.
I just, VHS, bro.
Hey, you know that there's some, speaking of movies and stuff, there's some movie theaters that aren't going to make it.
I'm sure.
I think AMC is going down the drain.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Dude, remember as of last year, I was talking about how the future was gonna be movies are gonna be live streamed now, and theaters are gonna become obsolete. This COVID-19
really sucks, man.
is only accelerating that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It is, and I understand that we got the technology to do that, but dude, still going to the movies is an experience.
Yes,
Dude.
yes.
It's like going to a concert. Yeah, you can listen to it at home, but you want to go see a
Oh
concert.
God, I hope that doesn't go away. I doubt that will, but
Dude,
I'm afraid
And
of
the
that.
thing is,
That's the
Are
one
you
thing
kidding me? Concerts aren't going to be a thing for a while, dude. Fuck.
dude, the
I
whole
hope
thing
not,
about
dude.
movies
I
is
mean, I
that,
get it. I understand that, but fuck, dude.
the
That's
whole
the
thing
one
about
thing that I hope that never goes away, like
The whole-
live events.
yeah, and the whole thing
Well,
about
it might go away for a while, but yeah,
Well-
there's nothing that can replace. There's nothing that can replace a live concert. I mean, unless they
They-
film it somewhere, but even not. I mean,
Well, they're doing it now. Look at that whole EDC thing. I mean, obviously, it's better if you're there in person. But I mean, that was I saw that. I watched it and I was like, that's not too bad. You know what I mean? Wasn't the worst, but I'm sure it's better being there.
what
in
was
person.
that? A live stream concert?
Yeah, EDC or EDM or whatever the fuck they call it.
It's just like sports. It's just like sports. You need the crowd's reaction and
you need the energy of the
They were
people.
doing it on YouTube.
speed. But yeah, not like being in a venue where you get to feel other people.
Right, absolutely. We're not talking about that with the
clouds
wrestling the
of
other day.
people smoking weed. We need that.
Yeah. The weed in the air, people fucking popping off when a good song comes on,
You know what sucks
yeah.
is like the people that did the drive-throughs, the drive-through movie theater. Like if they just held out for like a few more years.
The people that
dude, that was on the verge of being extinct. I think there's only like a handful of them in like the country. Like I mean, we have one here.
Is the one here is closed now?
No,
no dude,
I'm sure right now it's making money.
Hey, it's booming right now. It's the only way to go to the theater.
Wait, the one here?
The Capitol Drive-ins.
No, dude. It's as far as I heard, it's pretty booming and stuff. My sister said
Wait, so if you want to go to
there's a line
movies?
around 2 blocks to get the fuck in there.
So to go to the movies right now, you go to the drive-through or the drive-ins.
Yeah, it's funny because sound
That's
sale.
not a bad.
Socially distanced. It's just the thing is that
you're in your car.
now they sell out. Like Chris was saying, like these other guys should have helped. I mean, who would have known, right? But
Nobody knew that.
Kind of like a dying. It was a dying
have a
breed, dude.
worldwide pandemic and shit.
Yeah, it was a dying breed, dude, and this one was close to shutting down too. I think it's but
Hey,
It
talking
literally was on its last leg.
Talking about that, I have a projector. If you guys ever wanted to come to our backyard, I have a projector. We could.
No, I don't trust you, man.
that sounds fun, actually. That sounds pretty good.
That's
Dude, let's
cool.
go and we'll get a tournament of like fucking Mario Kart going to some shit.
Yeah, can we cook up a
Free Fire,
video game
fuck
console to it?
Yeah. Well, I just need better speakers because the speakers I have, they're not that loud. So all we need
Dude,
is
I
just
got a speaker like a speaker that we can connect to that shit.
Yeah, because I have a projector. The screen could just be any white cloth or whatever,
Let's
and
do
we
it.
could do it in the backyard.
We'll
or
watch some
someone's
porno
backyard.
back there, bro. Hella loud. Just the beating. I want to hear the nuts slapping the butt cheeks. Bah, bah, bah. Loud as fuck. 3 in the morning.
It's your solo in the back. This is my favorite part. Watch this.
This is my favorite part, guys.
Just Dolby Digital THX surround sound.
HD Blu-ray, baby.
You're like, everybody, open up your blinds.
Hey, le subimos. Hey,
You're
wait.
welcome. You're
La
welcome.
bocina, güey.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, we could do that at anyone's backyard.
I'm down, dude. I'm down.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why you haven't brought that up before. We could have been doing that now.
Well,
See how it goes, dude. All this shit. Dude,
I know. It's too hectic right now, but fuck, dude.
You seen? I think I saw in the news. Like speaking of those EDM concerts, I think it's in Germany. They had an EDM concert, but everybody parked their cars. So it's just like a bunch of cars in a parking lot with like glow sticks.
Why not?
Creative.
So crazy, dude. The world's just weird right now.
It is weird, dude. I wonder, like, sometimes, I learned something in life. Is like, you never ask what's next. Because, you get worse. I'm just hoping that 2021 is just like, look back at this year like, fuck that year, like, what the fuck.
Do you guys ever watch the movie Interstellar?
No, I've been.
Which one?
Interstellar.
Oh, I saw that one in the theaters.
Interstellar?
Remember when I talk about Megan's Law?
Yeah.
That
With Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, that everything that could go wrong will go wrong.
Yep.
That's 2020.
That's a fucking crazy movie, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I
That's
really
a
like
great
that
movie. It's so good. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really fucking good, dude. Interstellar was really good. I saw that one in the theaters. I was like, what the fuck? Like, obviously, I knew what it was about, but when I finally saw it, I was like, oh my fuck, this is really fucking with my head right now, bro.
So I'm a sucker for those kind of sci-fi movies. I just know that last year, Brad Pitt came out with a movie AD something. I think nobody got to see that movie because I think it premiered right when COVID-19 started, so people just completely didn't see it. So it went.
What is it called?
It's called AD something. It's like just look at Brad Pitt and one of his latest movies from this year. It's like a sci-fi where he has to go
Oh yeah, fuck! It was dude. It was called Never mind.
Oh,
I know
Ad
exactly.
Astra or something. Ad Astra.
Yeah,
Ad
there you go.
Astra. Ad Astra. That's it right there.
Yeah, that one was actually pretty good. It goes kind of like with the same feeling of Interstellar, except it doesn't go too far into space like Interstellar. It stays here in the solar system. But it's one of those also like psychological sci-fi movies that, like I said, everybody missed because, well, this whole COVID-19 started and people just completely ignored it because nobody was going to theaters and it just went straight to DVD.
Damn. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, you're right. It came out around that time too. That fucking sucks for all these fucking people that are making movies too. Like, oh my god, finally my movie's coming out there. Boom.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Another one that what I think was good was Bloodshot by Ben Diesel. That's another movie that just basically went straight to
Which
streaming. Bloodshot. It's based on a graphic novel.
That confused my head. You said good movie and Vin Diesel in the same sentence.
Yeah.
Well,
When you say Vin Diesel, I'm expecting you to say Fast and the Furious afterwards.
well,
Fast and Furious 27, 28, or 29. I forget which one.
well, look,
Or the Iron Giant.
The Iron Giant.
Yeah, he had one line.
Oh, he also did
It's
the
kind of
voice.
what we would wish you would do.
No,
Just
he
have
was
one line.
also in the Guardians of the Galaxy. He was Groot.
Oh, that was
One
yeah,
line.
Yeah, one line. He was in
Hey, and let me tell you, best performance
Private Ryan.
ever.
Wait, what?
Guardians of the Galaxy. He was in Saving Private Ryan.
And he got killed. He was one of the first ones to get killed, right?
He was one of the dude that got sniped.
Oh,
He
that's
actually did really
right.
good in that movie too.
He's in all these movies, just one little snippet in there. That's fucked up. But he's in the whole Fast and Furious franchise. What the fuck?
But Bloodshot was
Hey, well, he got rich off of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
but look
Bloodshot
into
was
it.
good.
Bloodshot, like I seen the trailers. I think, I mean, the story itself is good. I think, give it a try.
But you had to rent it like it's a movie in the theaters.
Yeah, I think you gotta pay like $15. So essentially, it's like going to the theaters.
Oh,
Did you guys
yeah.
see the last? Did you guys see the last Shia LaBeouf movie, Honey Boy?
I saw the one where he's playing his dad.
Yeah, that's the one.
It was good. I think it was kind of boring, but I mean,
I hear enough about it, and people say that, like, the critics have said that it's good. I've never seen it, but I mean, for somebody who kind of went crazy a little bit, I mean, I'm interested.
well, if you want to understand why he did what he did,
Right.
it helps. But is it a
Yeah.
good movie? I don't know. I mean,
Did you guys see? Hey, did you guys see that fucking link I sent you guys with where the actors were at the table, and he was one of them. It was Jamie Foxx. It was a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago.
yeah, I
sent
saw
you
the
guys
beginning of it.
It's pretty long, but there's a bunch of people on it, dude, just random ass actors, and it's just like, wow, dude, that, like, I sat there and watched the whole thing, dude. It was pretty good, just because they get real about the questions, and they're not acting anymore at that point. You know what I mean? They're talking about real shit. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, do you remember that thing that Shia LaBeouf did that was like, just do it? And that was like, I don't know, 2014, 2015, and everybody made fun of it because he was weird. He just kept saying, just do it. Like, make your dreams a reality.
He was like shouting and being angry. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it was a weird thing, and nobody knew what to do with it. I went back to that, like, last week, and, like, so many people are, like, commenting, like, back then it was a meme. Right now it's the only hope we got. Like how crazy
it's the
times got.
movement. Dude,
Yeah.
hey, it's the same thing how, I don't know if you guys on YouTube, I don't know how much YouTube you guys watch. I watch tons of YouTube. But, like, everybody all of a sudden now is a Rage Against the Machine fan because, they're speaking to us. Motherfuckers, they've been speaking to us for fucking, what are you guys talking about?
Like 15
it's
years.
Crazy.
That's their fucking fault
Dude,
for
it's crazy
leaving for 13 or how long it fucking was and shit, dude. You know how frustrated I am? Like, of all the years you guys could have
Trust
been
me,
back, you
Juan.
guys chose this fucking year. Dude.
I'm watching these reaction videos, and everybody's like, "Oh man!" Like, obviously they're younger crowd, right? These kids of like from mid-20s down, right? Oh, how do they know? And I'm sitting here like, what do you mean? How do they know? They were around when the Ronnie King stuff was happening. Like, all this shit has been going on. Like, it's just, I mean, I love it because it shows that these guys, this music, transcends through the time. But it's killing me because it's like I've even spoken to some people now that quote unquote listen to it. They're like, "Oh, bro, you're woke, motherfucker." Wait? First of all, I don't even know what the fuck that means. And second of all, once I understand, bitch, I've been woke. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, I've been like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me that I'm woke now. What the fuck? Where you been? In your daddy's nutsack? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
You should be like, go back to sleep.
Like, seriously, like, bro.
Go back to sleep.
All right, we have a minute. You guys want to do takeaways?
Fuck, we got some Shia LaBeouf fans here. I didn't know that. And Vin Diesel fans. It's my takeaway. That's crazy.
My takeaway is should have invested in Rage Against the Machine albums a long time ago, and drive-in movie stock.
Yeah. My takeaway is the two idiots need to fucking buy a fucking dress-up shirt, pendejos.
I refuse.
My takeaway is yes, I will give myself one of those shirts hopefully by this week.
Juan, you will. Juan, listen, you will get the shirt, bitch.
I ain't gonna do shit.
I'll drive to your house and beat your ass. What's up? I don't give a fuck. With the mask on.
In a mask. With the mask on.
With the mask on. I don't give a fuck.
Like a Bane mask.
Yeah.
He's gonna be safe. He's gonna be safe while he's beating mask. Yeah.
Hey, you think COVID is your ally?
I was born in it.
I was born in it.
I was born with disease.
I was molded by it.
All right,
All right,
guys.
Chagas.
See you guys
We'll get
next time.